They pressed against the wall, enjoying the show. However, not long after, the argument next door suddenly stopped, and only heavy breathing could be heard.
Hey, you know what I think? I think someone might have gotten hurt.
Paul vaguely felt something was wrong. He quickly picked up the phone and called the front desk.
We just heard some disturbance from the room next door. You know, we think someone might have been hurt, and we thought you'd want to check that out maybe.
Soon the phone next door rang. They heard someone pick up the phone. Only then did their worried hearts feel a little relieved. But unexpectedly, the next morning, the hotel was surrounded by police.
What's going on?
Ronald Ellenhouse, he was staying in room 17.
The huge guy? Yeah, I met him, but he's not the one who...
What happened to him?
It wasn't comely.
Because the older brother had a conflict with the fat guy last night, the brothers became the prime suspects. They followed the police to the hospital, and were horrified to find the fat guy's mouth was torn all the way to his ear. It was a horrific sight. Although Paul felt guilty, he didn't want to cause unnecessary trouble, so they hid their prank. Fortunately, the police had no solid evidence, and eventually had to let them go. They thought the matter was over, but that night, the radio came again with that familiar voice.
Hey, Candy Cane.
At this point, the brothers finally realized they had messed with the wrong person, so Paul confessed everything.
Look, that was me, alright? I'm a guy. It was just a joke.
Apologize.
Just as he was about to apologize, the older brother snatched the radio.
Listen, you sick fuck. Pathetic, lonely, walkie-talkie, freak show motherfucker. You're not getting anything from me. You know why?
As a natural keyboard warrior, he was confident the guy couldn't catch up to him through the signal and beat him.
You know, Black Sheep, you really ought to get that fixed.
Get what fixed?
Your tail light.
The older brother was completely stunned and lost all his previous bravado. He slowly turned around to check, and sure enough, a big truck was following them.
Follow us from the motel? I don't know.
What made them even more desperate was that the gas tank was nearly empty, and the nearest gas station was 73 kilometers away. At that moment, Paul suddenly had an idea. He quickly turned into a nearby ramp. They arrived at a gas station. Paul told his brother to fill up, and went to the convenience store to call the police. But strangely, the whole gas station seemed deserted. Just as Paul was calling the police, an ice truck slowly pulled into the gas station. The older brother was completely scared, but still held on to the last glimmer of hope, silently praying that the driver wasn't the one from the radio, until he saw the driver holding a baseball bat, walking confidently towards the convenience store. Only then did he realize the situation was bad. He quickly signaled Paul to be careful.